Good day. Welcome to Operating System Online Tutorial session. Today in this session, I will be discussing the last sheet about disk scheduling. Okay, you can pronounce disk scheduling as disk scheduling or disk scheduling. Okay, both are the correct accents. So let me begin. Uh, already I have uploaded the sheets in the Blackboard. You can check, and this is one of the solutions of the disk scheduling algorithm. uh, we will divide this sheet into 2 weeks. Okay, firstly we will see all the disk scheduling algorithms, different disk scheduling algorithms. You have first come first serve. uh, Actually it is not FCFS, it should be FIFO, first in first out, or yeah, first come first serve, no problem. You have first algorithm as first come first serve. Then you have shortest seek time first. Okay, then scan algorithm, it is also known as elevator algorithm. C scan is called circular scan. And then you have one more algorithm called look algorithm. I think this is not taught to you in the theory, but there is one more algorithm called look, and then we have CLOOK. So our flow will be, first we will see what is FCFS, how FCFS works, what are its problem and all. Then we will see what is shortest seek time first, how does it works. Then we'll go for scan algorithm and then circular scan. Then we will go for uh, look algorithm. First we'll see the look algorithm, and then we will go for CLOOK algorithm. Okay. Now you see question 1 is about this disk scheduling algorithms, and question 2 is about some disk platters and sectors.
Allô?
Yeah. Yes. Any question? Okay. So question number 1 and question number 3 is related to disk scheduling algorithms. Okay. So today I will be focusing only on disk scheduling algorithms. Then next week we will solve the remaining problems of this sheet. Okay. So what I am going to do is I will not solve these problems. Do all of you, do you hear me? Am I audible? Because I get from Asim Saleh that no sound. Am I audible? Please respond. Do you able to hear me? Ayman Khalid, Raid Aoud, Abdul Rahman Yahya, Fahad Ahmad Umair. Please give me a response that do you able to hear me? Yes, yes. Okay. Good, great. Asim Saleh, I think you need to connect properly because all are getting sound properly. There is no question in, there is no problem for others. So maybe the problem is in your connection. Okay. So please make it correctly. Let's begin. So today in this session, I will not be solving this sheet because already you have solution. I will take some other small problems. Okay. Because here you see he has given in this problem he has given that there are 500 cylinders ranging from 0 to 499. Okay, I got some message. Okay, it's good. Okay. And he has also given that currently a request is at the cylinder. So current request is at 143 and the previous request was 125. It means what? Previous request was 143 and current request, sorry, the current request is 143 and the previous request is 125 means the disk is moving from left to right. This is the direction, okay, left to right. Now this direction is useful only in scan algorithm, look algorithms, okay, and CLOOK algorithms. We don't need this direction, these two algorithms, FCFS and shortest seek time first, okay. So this is required. Our doctor will tell you that you can have any direction. Maybe you can assume always left to right or right to left, okay. So now let's begin solving this problem. You can download this sheet. I have already shared this sheet with all of you. You can download it. I have shared another file which I'm going to solve today in this session about all these scheduling algorithms. Let me pop that out for you here. Yes. Yeah. So this is about this scheduling. I think this is not visible to you. So let me make it a little bigger. Yeah. Now see, in this scheduling algorithms, you need to know the important thing about the three parameters, what is called seek time. Okay. What is seek time and what is latency and what is transfer time. Now you know that like it looks like a CD. You know, in the CD compact disk, you will have all sectors and tracks like this. Okay, so this is called as sector and these are called as tracks. So all these are the things. But in hard disk like this, you will, this is called a platter. You can read and write at top of this also and also at the bottom of this also. Okay, so this is called a platter and you will have a cylinder of platters. Okay, then track one of first platter and track one of second platter, all the first tracks cumulatively they are called as cylinders. Okay, and you have a read write head. Seek time is nothing but the time for head to move for appropriate track or a cylinder. Okay, so your read write head may move from this track to another track. Okay, the amount of time the read write head takes from moving from one track to another track is called seek time. Okay, latency time is nothing but it is for example, you see this is your track, okay, and this is the read write head onto the track, okay, and your data is present here, and there are some 5,000 tracks like this. Okay, there are many tracks. So read write head has traveled from all to this track. This is called seek time. Then after this seek time, actually your data is present, so it has to move, rotate, it has to rotate to come under this head, to come under this head. This is called latency time. Okay, so this time for desired block to rotate under the read write head is called latency time. Now after this read write head seek to a particular track, then it rotates to get the block of data, then it reads the data and transfer it to the main memory. So time required to transfer data between disk and main memory is called transfer time. Okay, so these are the three important key points you need to understand: seek time, latency, and the transfer time. And generally, in this scheduling algorithms, they will give you cylinder numbers. Okay, we have one variation in the problem where they will give you sector request. So you have to convert this sector request into cylinder request. How do you do that? I will show you with one example which is already solved in the sheet. So right now, let's go to the next part. So all of you, did you understood what is the difference between seek time, latency time, and transfer time? Okay, shall I move for next part? In this scheduling, okay, so let's go to the next part. Now you see in the disk scheduling algorithms, first a work queue is given. What do you mean by work queue? Work queue is nothing but a list of disk operations requested. It will be given in the question. Okay, so first you have to note down in the question that what is the work queue. Now, the order in which this work queue is given is very important for first in first out algorithm or first come first serve algorithm. Okay, sorry. So list of disk operations are given. Now let's go for another part. Uh, Here I just write that the disk scheduling algorithms. I think it's very small, right? How can I increase the font? So I will make it like this. Okay. Yeah. So you have scheduling algorithms. Okay. What are the different disk scheduling algorithms? First is called first come, first serve. See, this is not scheduling algorithm. There also you have first come, first serve. Okay. So FCFS, it's a disk scheduling algorithm. Secondly, you have shortest seek time first algorithm, SSTF. Okay. And next you have third algorithm as uh, scan. Scan algorithm, it is also called as elevator. You know, lift, how does it works? The scan algorithm works in the same way. Then you have fourth called C-scan. C-scan is also called as circular scan algorithm. Okay. Please note down the names of these algorithms because in the sheet only shortcuts have been given. So after this we will see look algorithm. Okay, I think look is not taught to you, so but don't worry, we'll see this. Because to understand C look, you need to understand how look works. Okay, the reason behind this is not taught to you in nursery, but in order to understand C look, you need to first understand how look works. And in the same way, if you want to understand how scan works, okay, then you need to first see how C scan how scan works. Then you can know how C scan will work. Okay, so this is very important. Now, see here, we have a first come first serve algorithm. Okay, now what is this first come first served algorithm? Now this will perform operations in order requested. Okay, the order of work queue. Do you remember I was discussing about that in question? Work queue will be given. Okay, so this work queue, the order followed by this work queue is the order followed by FCFS. Okay, so here you have no concept of reordering of work queue. Okay, but it has some problems that is called starvation. What is starvation? I will explain after giving you an example. Okay, and it has poor performance, so just why that's why I will not encourage to use it. Okay, I have a message. Let's see who is that. Okay, good. So let's go to first question. Okay, now you see here he has given examples of this scheduling algorithm. Yeah, look here. So here you see work queue is given here. What is given? Work queue. Work queue is given here in the question. Like he has given that these are the requests 23, 89, 132, 42, and 87. Okay. These are the requests given for performing this scheduling using FCFS. Okay, and he has given that there are 200 cylinders. How many cylinders are there? There are total 200 cylinders. Yeah, there are total 200 cylinders. Okay, and it means whenever in the sheet there I have given there are total 500 cylinders. Do you remember 500 cylinders means 5,000 cylinders means you have to count from 0 to 4,999. Okay, now because it is a big, I have taken a small problem so that it can be solved easily. Here I am taking only 200 cylinders, which is ranging from 0 to 199. Okay, now the disk started at number. Now this is very important, you need to understand that he's saying that the disk head starts at number 100. So please, all of you, take this question. We will take this one question and solve all the problems, all the algorithms using FCFS and using shortest seek time first and scan, C scan, look, C look. All these algorithms we'll see for this problem. Okay. So please take down this question. Work queue is 23, 89, 132, 42, and 87. And there are 200 cylinders ranging from 0 to 199. Then the disk head starts at number 100. Okay. So please take down this. Okay. Shall I go for solving the problem now? Okay. So let's solve this. I'm going to a whiteboard. Yeah. So let me solve here now. So the what is given, the disk requests are given here. Okay, 23, 89, 132, 42, and 187. What you have to do is first you have to draw a line. Okay, this is a line, and here you have track 0. Okay, and you have 23, 89, 132. So suppose this is 23, this is 89, this is 132. Okay, then you have 42. I will just write here. You have track 0, and here you have 23. It's 23, and 42, for example. And here you have 89, 89, and then you have 132. So I just take this and put here as, okay, 132. Okay, and then you have one more request called 189 as given in the problem, and the last is what, 199, because you have total how many tracks, 0 to 200 tracks. Okay, so 0 to 199 will equal to 2000. Oh, sorry, this is 187. Okay, good. Yeah, very good. Thanks for the feedback. Who is he? Okay, Abdullah Muhammad Aziz Al Asmari. Thanks. This is 187. Okay. Oh, this eraser, I'm fearing that it is erasing all. We don't have any small eraser. Okay, let us write here 187. Okay. Yeah, this is 187. Okay. Now let us first see the algorithm called. Okay, can you select this or no? Okay. So using first come first serve. Okay, one more important point is he has already told that our current position is at 100. Head position was 100. So this is how much? This is 100. What is this 100? 100 is the current head position. Okay. So this is current head position. This current head position is 100. Now, according to first come first serve, which says that first request is 23. 23 means let us take a line. Yeah. So from 100, it will go to first 23. Okay. So it will go to 23. From 23, next request is 89. Okay. So from 23, it will go to 89. Okay. Now after it goes to 89, what happens? Next request is 132. So again, it will go from here to 132. Okay. Now after 132, it goes to 42. Next request is 132 to 42. Okay. Now after 42, the next request is 187. So next request is 187. Okay. Now from this, observe the following. Okay. Using FCFS, first come first served algorithm. First, you see how many segments we got. How many segments? Now, the number of segments, how do you find out the segment? See, this is going in one direction. This is one segment. Okay, all this going in another direction, segment 2. This is going in another direction, segment 3, and this is segment 4. So total number of segments are 4. We got 4 segments. Okay. Now, how do you find out seek time? Okay, seek time means this is our read write head position. How much distance it traveled in fulfilling the request. Okay, so this seek time can easily be calculated as seek time. You can calculate it as, okay, you see the starting position is 100. From 100 you are going to 23, correct? From 100 you are going to 23. So here I write 100 minus 23 plus, then you are moving from 23 to 132. So here always you have to subtract the bigger minus smaller. So 22 minus 23. Okay, plus then from 132 is moving to 42. So again subtract 132 minus 42. Yeah, it is this schedule. Sulaiman Muhammad Ali. This is this scheduling algorithm. First come first serve. Okay. Then next is from 42 it is going to 187. Okay. So what you have to do is subtract 187 minus 42. Let me explain how I have written this. Okay. Now look here. Initially our head position is at 100. Okay. So our read write head is moving from 100 to 23. So how much it has traveled from 100 to 23? You just subtract 100 minus 23. That's what we have done here. Okay. 100 minus 23. Then next from here again it is going to 132. Of course 89 also, but 89 to 132 is in same direction. That's why I'm talking about segments. If you don't take segments, then for every request you have to calculate, this will become a very big addition. Okay. So to reduce that, I'm taking segment wise. Okay. So from 23 to 132, it is 132 minus 23. Okay. Then from 132 again you are moving to 42. That's why 132 minus 42. Then from 42 you are moving to 187. That's why I subtracted 187 minus 42. Okay. Please give me the answer please calculate and tell me how much you will get it, so that I can write here. Please give me answers. I will be believing your answers. Any answer? How much? Okay, Raid Aud has answered as 421. Okay. Anybody got any other answer? Good. So I got three answers as 421. So I believe. Okay. So this is what seek time is 421. Okay. Thank you very much for all of you. Good. Okay. Now, what is this 421? This is the seek distance. Okay. Now, sometimes in problem you will get that if the read write head takes if the read write head takes 3 milliseconds for uh, adjacent move, okay, then he may ask you find the uh, seek time, total seek time. Okay, so sometimes question will come like this: if the read write head takes 3 milliseconds for adjacent move, find the total seek time. It means he's saying that to be simple, for one seek distance, okay, it is taking 3 milliseconds. 3 milliseconds. Okay, so for 421 for 421 6, how many seconds? Okay, so you just multiply 421 into 300, so you will get the seek distance. Okay, sorry, not seek distance, seek time you will get. Tell me how much 421 multiplied by 3 milliseconds, you will get how much? 100 and how much? 1263 nearly. Good. Yeah. So therefore, you will get seek time is equal to 1020 1263 1263 milliseconds. Okay. So the right answer is 12363 milliseconds. Okay. So this is about first come first serve algorithm. Now you see there is one problem in FCFS. What is the problem? The problem is this. Look here. If you see the problem, when I go from 100 to 23, okay, 23 is longer, but it would be better if I first complete all the request at left hand side and then come to right hand side, or first I will complete all the requests from right hand side then complete left hand side. It would be better, right? But you see it is going in this direction, again coming back, again coming back, coming again. So this, because of this, lot of head movements are possible and it will increase the okay, seek time get increased automatically. So that's why this is not this doesn't gives you good performance. So now we need to go for some other alternative. Okay, so let us see what is the other alternative. We have another alternative as shortest seek time first. Okay, so let's go for shortest seek time first. I fear if I clear, I will lose this also, right? Let's see, no problem. So let me go for FCFS now. So for FCFS, again, I have to draw the graph is 0 and this is 199. And then what are the requests we have? 1 minute. Let me see the requests. is 23. I think we need to note it down because I have to go. 23, 89, 23, 42, 89. Okay. So 23, 42, 89. 22, 43, 89, 132, and 187. 132 and 187. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here you have 0. Here you have 23. Please help me. What is the next? I have to see again. 42, 89. Okay. 42, 89. Then 132, 132, 132. Yes, good. 100 is also there. So let's make 100 here. Thank you. And then you have 180, 187, right? Yeah, 187. And then 199. Okay. So yeah, we got this. Now let us see the shortest seek time first now. Okay, we are using now shortest seek time first, SSTF. Now with our current head position is at this is the current head position. Okay, now let us begin with, we will start from here. Okay, we'll start from here. Now what shortest seek time first says is, you have all the request. Okay, it's already given here. You see, going from 100 to 89 is shorter, or going to 132 is shorter. You have to check it. How do you check that? Okay, for checking that, you have to see that first 132 minus 100 is how much? This is 32. So moving from 100 to 132 is 32 distance. But let us see this distance. Okay, 100 minus 89, how much it will be? 100 minus 89, I think it is 11. Okay, now see here, moving from 100 to 132 is larger, and moving from 100 to 89 is shorter. So shortest seek time first says that follow the shortest request. Okay, so I go to 89 here. Okay, after going to 89 again, from 89, okay, you have to decide, going to 42 is nearest or going to 132 is nearest. Okay, how do you find out? Again we will use the calculator. Okay, again we will use the calculator and see that 132 minus 89 is how much? 132 minus 89 is 43. Okay, so moving from 89 to 132 is 43, but moving from 89 to 42 is how much? Let us check. 89 minus 42. 89 minus 42 is 47. Yeah. So moving from 89 to 32, sorry, 89 to 42 is 47. It is longer. So what I will do is, from 89, I will go to the shortest distance, which is 132. Okay. Now after 132, again I will check the who is nearest. Is 42 is nearest or 187 is nearest? How you will check which is nearest? You will check just from 187 minus 32 you have to do. 187 minus 132 is giving you 55. Okay, so going from 132 to 87 is 55, but let us check, moving from 132 to 142 is how much? Can you subtract and tell me 132 minus 42? Yeah, 132 minus 42 is giving you 90. So which is shorter? Which is shorter? From 132 I go to 42, it is 90. Okay, and going from yeah, 187 is shorter. Let us check again. 187 minus 132 is 55. Yeah, so it is 55, that is 90. Yes, so we will take the shorter one, so 187. Okay, so we go to 187. Now after 187 you see 42 is shorter. How? You see 132 minus 42 is how much? See, 132 minus 42 is how much? 132 minus 42 is 90. Okay, so I get 90. And next I will do 187 minus 132. 187 minus 132 is 55. So other is 55. So 55 is shorter, right? So that's why I go to 187 now. Yeah. So get one from Suleiman Muhammad. Okay. Not going to 42, going to 187 is shorter. Okay. If you go to 140, if you go to 42, it is more. So shortest seek time first says that which is the nearest request, first complete that. Okay, so now from here you don't have any request at right hand side. This is the last cylinder. Okay, so now from here you can come back and serving the previous request. Then first 42 is served. After 42, then from 42 you go to 23. Okay, so I'm using different colors for this, but you see the good part is in shortest seek time, first here I got only how many segments? This is first segment. Okay, this is second segment, this is third segment. Okay, so seek time you can easily calculate from here. What is seek time? No, sorry, not seek time, seek distance. So seek distance is equal to 100 minus 89. Yeah, 100 minus 89. Very good. Somebody has calculated. Please, others also try the seek distance. Then 187 minus 89. Okay, plus 187 minus 23. So tell me how much. I want answers. How much you will get? See, I'm getting different answers. Suleiman, you can check your answer once again, because I'm getting 3 different answers. Many getting 273, 244, 271. So which is correct? Okay, many are getting 273. Suleiman, yeah, 273. Many are getting 273. Okay, 273. So I trust on 273. You can use calculator and do it. Okay, this is the seek distance. This is the seek distance. Okay, so others are giving me the answers 244. Please check it once again. Those who got 244, 271, please check it once again. Those who have got the answers 244 and 277, please check and message me what is the correct answer. For second time also, if you get the same answer, then I have to use calculator. Okay. So please go ahead. Those who have got 244 and 271 as an answer, can you please recalculate it and give me the answer. Yeah, 273 is correct. Thank you. So let's move for next question now. We so far see these two are very easy. First come first serve and shortest seek time first are very easy. From actually the logic comes from scan algorithm, okay, or elevator algorithm. Let us see that how it works now. Okay, so let's go for again new stuff. So you have, okay, so I 1 1 2 3 4 5. So 0 23, I think I got remembered, 42. What is the next? 0 23 42. Yeah, 8900. Thank you. Let me write here 89, then 100, then 132, 187, 199. And our current head position is at, now this head position is important in scan algorithm. Okay, current head position is very important in scan algorithm. Why it is important? Because it will give us the current head position, and the previous head position is very important. Here previous head position is not given, is not given. Previous position not given. Okay, in this case what you have to do here, you need to assume the direction of the read write head. Okay, I think doctor has told you in your theory classes, always assume left to right or right to left. Okay, that is one way to resolve to find the direction of the read write head. But in the sheet you see, for example, which I have shared with you in the solution, he has given in that after solving this problem, I will show you the problem. The previous position is also given sometimes. Okay, so if the previous position is 42, for example, I'm just using an example. If the previous position is 42, and what is the current position? 100, right? If the previous position is 42 and the current head position is 100, it means our read write head is moving from left to right, correct? You see, it is 42, previous head position, current head position is 100. So we are moving from left to right. Suppose if the previous head position is 132, okay, or 130, anything, somewhere here, okay, then current head position is 100. It means your read write head is moving from right to left. Okay, right to left. So let us assume, okay, I'm assuming that if this is not given in question, you can assume. I'm assuming that the previous head position is not given. That's why I'm assuming previous position, yes, head position is equal to 130, for example. Okay, so if I assume this, now see what happens. If I assume previous head position is 130 somewhere here, okay, this was the previous head position, and current head position is 100, it means your read write head is moving from right to left. Okay, now in this case, now how the scan algorithm works, let us see. First thing is you have to determine the direction. Okay, in scan algorithm, I write here, in scan algorithm, you have to the first step you have to do is determine the direction. Okay, determine the direction. determining direction is very important. Okay, now here our direction is, it is moving from right to left. Okay, so it means this, why it is called as scan elevator algorithm. You know, the lift, how it works. Suppose there are 50 floors in a building, and lift is moving in upward direction. Okay, and currently the lift is at suppose you assume that there is a building in which you have 200 floors. Okay, 0 to 99, and lift is coming down here. Okay, from 200 it is coming to 87, 132, like this. Okay, so previously the lift was at 130, and now the lift is at 100. It means the lift is going in this direction. So scan algorithm, it works like a lift. First it will, even though if a new person comes and press 132, it will not go back. First it will complete in all this direction and then come back. Okay, so let us solve this now with the help of these things. Okay, so now here the direction is what? Direction we got as right to left. Okay, we got the direction as right to left. So current position is this. So what is the next request? From 100 it is going to 89. Okay, now after 89, from 89 it is going to 42, right? From 42 it is going to 23. Sorry, I draw it like this, but it's a straight line. Okay, so it's going from 42 to 23. Now after 23 there is no request, there is no such request, but the scan algorithm, it has no intelligence. Okay, it doesn't think. What it will do is, it will directly go to the last floor. That is, it will go to this 100. Okay, then afterwards what happens, it will take the backward direction. Okay, now in backward direction what it will do is, so let me draw this backward direction. Now from 0 it is coming back. While coming back, it will not serve 23, 42, 89, because already it has completed. Now it will serve 132. Okay, after 132 it will serve, from 132 it will go to 187. Okay, it will go to 187. This is how your scan algorithm works. Okay, now you see in scan algorithm, okay, few things are important. You see, first direction is determined, that is right left, so it will complete all the requests in this direction, and after completing the last request it will go to the end of this sector, and then again take a reverse gear. Okay, reverse direction, and serve till you get the last request. This is your scan algorithm. Okay, this is how scan algorithm works. Now according to this scan algorithm, what is the seek time, seek distance? Seek distance is equal to, okay, 100 minus 0, which is 100, plus plus 187 minus 0, 187 minus 0. Okay, this is the seek distance. Seek distance is minus 0 plus 187 minus 0. I think it is 287. Yeah, thank you. So good, you have got the seek distance as 287. So I write here, seek distance is equal to 287. Now seek time you can find out accordingly. Now what I will do is, I will use the same this space for doing circular scan. This is scan algorithm. Okay, let us see how C-scan works. Okay, so here I will write circular scan algorithm. It works same as scan algorithm, but it has a little different trick. Okay, let us understand what is that trick. The trick is, look here, from 100 initially it is at 100. Take this line, 1 minute, let me select this line. Okay, from 100 it is going to the direction, we know that it is right to left. From 100 it goes to 89. Okay, then from 89 it goes to 42. Okay, then from 42 it goes to 23. Then from 23 it goes to 0, even though there is no request here. Okay, so it will go to 0. Now after 0, now see here in circular scan, what happens is it will go back to last, which is 199. Okay, after going to 199, it will take reverse and solve the request. It will go to 187 next. Then after 187 is completed, there is any left request? Yes, 132 is also left, so it will go for 132. So now when you observe, you see the direction is same as right to left, but when it takes reverse direction, what is the difference between scan and circular scan? In scan, in reverse direction it will fulfill the request. Okay, but in circular scan it will not fulfill the request in reverse direction. It will take reverse and go to the last cylinder, and from last cylinder it will again come back and complete the request. Okay, so what is the seek distance? I got answer here, so I want some more answers. So seek distance is very easy. Can you find out what is the seek distance? 100 minus 0, then plus 199 minus 0, plus 199 minus 132. Okay, so this will give you the seek distance. I repeat, how do you find out seek distance for circular scan? Okay, this is 100. You see here, this is 0.100. Okay, this is 100 and this is 0, and this is 199 and this is 132. So just do a simple arithmetic: 100 minus 0, then 199 minus 0, then 199 minus 132. Okay, so I'm leaving up to you. Just use the simple calculator and find out the seek distance here. 100 minus 0 plus 199 minus 0 plus 199 minus 132 will give you the seek distance. Okay, will give you the seek distance. I hope you have understood these two algorithms, scan and circular scan. Okay, so any answers? Do you all understood? I told you already, 100 minus 0 plus 199 minus 0 plus 199 minus 132. You see there are three segments. Okay, so for three segments you get three additions: 100 minus 0 plus 199 minus 0 plus 199 minus 132. Okay, so shall I move to next part now? Yeah, I got Suleiman is asking that. Yeah, this is a good question. He's saying that this is, for example, this is the track. Okay, this is 0, this is 0, then 1 2 3 4 5 it goes again, 199 is here. Okay, and it will commit like this. Okay, this is his question. Okay, but this is not correct, brother. The reason is I mean 199 is equal to 0. I didn't get what is this? 199 is equal to 0. No, not the point. No, that's what the difference is. So for this, you need to understand what is cylinder and what is track. Your concept is what you are saying, that it is a 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6, again 199. After 199 again you will come to 0. That is the concept for track, not for cylinder. You know what do you mean by cylinder? Cylinder is, okay, what is cylinder first? Let me. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not 360. That's what. This is not 360. This is for tracks. But here I told you already, are cylinder requests. Okay, all these are 23, 42, 89. They are not track requests, brother. All of you, please note down. This is not track request. It is a cylinder request. All are all are cylinder requests, not track requests. Please note down this point. All are cylinder request, not track request. Now let us understand what is the difference between track and cylinder. You see, shall I erase this? I will come to your doubt now. Shall I erase this and go to the new board? I will explain the point of Suleiman Muhammad. He got confused between this track request and cylinder request. Okay, is this okay? Because when I clear it, I cannot get it back. So if you have any other question in this slide, please tell me. Otherwise, I'll go to the next point. Shall I? Any questions? Okay, right. So let me go. So let's come to the doubt of Suleiman Muhammad. See, uh, this is okay. Look here, brother. Not like this. So let me draw with this only. See, you have this tracks. All these are the tracks. Okay, these are all tracks. They are called as what? Tracks. This is uh, okay. Now, what do you mean by cylinder? Cylinder means this is one platter. Okay, like this you may have another platter like this. There is platter 2. Okay, this platter 2 for example. Okay, so how many tracks you are having? You see, this is track 1, this is track 2, this is track 3, track 4, like this. So you have how many? 0 to 199 tracks. These are called tracks. Okay, and sectors. So your read write head, what do you mean by cylinder? Cylinder means this. You see, this is track 0, right? Track 0 of one platter and track 0 of another platter. This is one cylinder. Okay, and similarly, next track of this and another track of this is forms, this is another cylinder. So zero track of this, zero track of one track of this, one track of this will form a cylinder. Similarly, you will have this last, and this is called one cylinder. Okay, now your read write head is at this position 0, for example. Okay, then it will go to all the way 190 to 199. After 199, again it has to come back to 0. Okay, so again it has to come back here 0. Okay, so it is not 360 degrees how you are thinking. What you are thinking is, okay, track. This is track. Okay, so in this track you have 0 sector, then you have 1 sector, then you have 2 sectors, and again you have 199. These are all sector request, not cylinder request. 199. So you are thinking that if I go from 0 to 1, it is circular, again I come back here. Okay, now this is the wrong concept for cylinders. For cylinders, I show you this is cylinder. Okay, so you will move and come back, and this is for sector request. Okay, so I hope your doubt is cleared. Any answer? I'm expecting answer from Suleiman. Is your doubt cleared? Okay, thank you. So now let's go for the last two algorithms, look and see look. Okay, so we have again this cylinder request. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go for red color. Yeah, 0, 23, 42, 0, 23, 42, 80, 89, 89, and this is 100, 132, 187, this is 190. Okay, now see here. Now in this case, let us assume the previous things. We assume direction as right to left. Okay, and this is the current head position. Okay, and direction is in this way. Let us see how first we will see look works. Okay, so let me how look works, then we will see circular look. Now in look algorithm, it works same as scan, but with little difference. This is a modification over scan algorithm. You know, in scan algorithm, how it is working, it's going from right to left, so it will go to 89, again 89 to 42, 42 to 23. Then from 23 in scan, it is going to 0 unnecessarily. We avoid this in look. Okay, and then this is one direction. Okay, we finished. Now there are no more requests here. Let's go to another direction. Okay, from 23, while going back, okay, it will solve 142, sorry, 132, 187. Okay, finish. This is our look algorithm. Okay, now seek distance is very easy. 100 minus 23 plus 187 minus 23. This will give you the seek distance. Okay, so please find out how much the seek distance for look algorithm. Seek distance for look algorithm. Any answers? Hundred minus 23 plus 187 minus 23. Okay, I got one answer. Any other answers? Okay, so hope so. So the seek distance here I write seek distance is equal to 241. Okay, so we got the seek distance as 241. So that's great. I'm getting good answers. So rainbow for all of you. Now let's see how CLOOK works. Remember, look is same as scan, but a little modification over scan, right? CLOOK is same as scan, but modification over scan. I'm sorry, look is same as scan, but little modification over scan. In the same way, CLOOK is modification of CScan. That's all. How? Let us see now. We know that first at 100, okay, it will go to 89. 42, 23. Okay, so up to here it is same. You know that is how this look works. Okay, it will go to the last request, but it will not go to the 0, where in circular scan, okay, it will go to 0, right? So this will not go to 0. It will go to the last request, which is 23. After it goes to 23, then what happens? It will take the reverse direction now. Okay, I will take this in red color, the reverse direction. Yeah, from reverse direction. Now you see it will go to the last request. What is the last request? 187. Yeah. After going to the last request, now from last request, it will again fulfill the request of 132, and if anything is there. Okay. So this is how CLOOK works. Sorry, yeah, CLOOK works. Okay. So can you find out the seek distance for it? It's very easy. 100 minus 123 plus 187 minus 23 plus 187 minus 132. This is the seek distance. How much seek distance now? Uh, 100 minus 23 plus 187 minus 23 plus 187 minus 132. Okay. So no, I get different answer. Is it 269 or 296? Two, oh, I got three more answers. I got 290 also. Who got answer 290 and 269? Please check again. Please check again. Those who have got answer 269 and 290, please check once again, because I get more number of answers as okay 296. Great. So the answer is 296. Okay. So I think we will stop our session here. This is about all different scheduling algorithms. Okay, this scheduling algorithms. So to summarize, we have seen six this scheduling algorithms. Namely, first we have seen first come first served algorithm. Secondly, we have seen shortest seek time first. Then we have seen scan elevator algorithm. Then we have seen circular scan, and we have seen look and circular look. Okay, so this six disk scheduling algorithms we have finished in this tutorial session. Inshallah, next week we will solve the remaining problems. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me, or I want to put activity 3 for you. What is the best time? Will you do activity 3 just now immediately after the class, or you need you just decide one time and give me so that I can put activity 3 for you? You just do ittifaq, just communicate all of you and tell me the final. Okay, yes, right now, no problem. Suleiman, it's better you just discuss with all your friends. If all of them agree, it's ready. Okay, right now you know this. Okay, just give me a couple of minutes. I will make it available for you. Activity 3. Okay, so it is uploaded. Please, you can go to your online classes and check. The password is 1234. Okay, the questions will be from memory management, okay, from last sheet. Okay, got all of you? It is about memory management. No, activity is about memory management. Previous sheet. Yeah, please open the activity, all of you. Is it opening for you? I didn't understood. What is Suleiman Muhammad saying? I mean, four. What for? No, it is from memory management. Last week sheet, memory management, page replacement algorithms, paging and all. Okay, yeah, memory management. Uh, Please, the activity is available. Please go to online classes, and you will see the activity 3 there. Okay, please complete it. Is it started? Please tell me. Yeah, it will close at 5. Okay. Make sure you complete the activity. Okay. You can leave now. Okay. So I will put in announcement also. Those who have not attended, they will also get the information that they have activity 3. Yeah. So I have sent the announcement also for all, so that yes. Thank you all. Have a nice day.